What's up, guys? This is Connor from the Mountaineer Trading Group. So I've been getting a ton of questions lately in the Discord server about what crypto copy trading is and how exactly to set that up. So copy trading is really cool. Wonderbit offers us this new service where we can link our futures accounts together. So if you have a Bybit account and I have a Bybit account, we can link those through Wonderbit together. So whenever I place a trade, you also place a trade. Whenever I move my stop loss, you move your stop loss. Whenever I take profits, you also take profits. Everything's automated. So this really enables new traders that don't know how to trade or are still learning how to trade to still take full advantage of all of our strategies here at MTG. So today we're going to show you exactly how to set that up. All of the links are going to be provided in the description below. There's a number of steps in this process, so feel free to go along at your own pace. You can pause the video and rewind as you go. If you have any questions, feel free to drop those in the comment section and I'll answer those as quickly as possible. So let's get started. First things first, if you live in the United States, we're going to have to change your IP address so that you can be a Canadian or somebody else in order to use Bybit. We use an easy Google Chrome extension called Winscribe. It's going to be the first link down below. So if you live in the United States, go ahead and click on Winscribe. If you're outside the United States, you can go ahead and skip this step and go to the next step of signing up for Bybit. But first, we're going to download Winscribe. Download Winscribe for Chrome. Today I'm using the Brave browser, but Brave browser is built on Chrome, so if you have Google Chrome, this will be the exact same steps. So we're going to click on Add to Brave or Add to Chrome, Add Extension. That's going to go ahead and download and install that for us, and we should get a message when that is complete. Awesome. So in the top right corner, we have that success message. And close out of that. So by default, the extension icon is going to be hidden in the extensions menu. So if you click on this puzzle piece that says extensions, you'll see Winscribe here. And then there's this gray pin icon. If you click on that, it'll either turn blue or orange, and it'll add that to your toolbar at the top. So by default, Winscribe is disconnected, and you can see that by the icon being black and white. When it's connected, it'll be green. So we're going to click on the Winscribe icon now. Get started. We're going to skip the tutorial for now. Now we're in the main Winscribe menu. You'll see this gray globe in the center. That's the locations menu. Click on that. Now we like to use Canada since it's the closest to us in the United States. We're going to use Canada East. And then I'm going to select the comfort zone. And that should change our IP address to Canadians. So we have the success notifications here in the bottom right hand corner. It says you are now connected to Winscribe Toronto Comfort Zone. Great, so now we can proceed. Let's close this window. We'll close that window. Now go ahead and click on the next link down in the description section. That's going to be the Bybit referral link. This will give everybody a discount on every single trading fee. So whenever we execute a trade, you'll get a discount. So click sign up. Go ahead and fill out your email and your password and click the agree and click continue. Today, since I'm creating a second account, I have to use a disposable email, so we'll use this one. Make sure you use a strong password. You're going to have money in this account and you want your account to be secure. So once you click sign up, you're going to get a question about being a resident in the following countries. You're going to make sure to select no. If you get a CAPTCHA, just go ahead and verify that you're human. Save your password if you want. Now it says verify your email. So they sent you a verification code to your email address. So let's go to our email and wait for that email to show up. There it is, Bybit. Open that email, and there should be a 5-digit verification code. You can either remember that number or you can copy it. Head back over to Bybit, and we paste or type that number in and hit enter. Now if we did everything correctly, it should take us to our new Bybit futures account. You just got to wait for this page to load here. And in the meantime, I want to remind everybody that if you are inside the United States, make sure that your VPN or Windscribe is on at all times when you're using Bybit. If it's not connected, you'll get a big red banner at the top of your web page, and it'll say you're currently using Bybit in one of the restricted countries. So if that happens, no problem. Just go ahead and close the window, connect your VPN or Windscribe, and then reopen Bybit, and that message should be gone, and you should be free to proceed. So what we're going to do next is we're going to click on Assets menu up at the top, and then Spot Account. It's going to open up a new window for us. And what we're going to do next is we need to fund our derivatives account on Bybit with USD Tether. In order to copy our trades here at MTG, our accounts have to be funded with USD Tether because we trade the futures perpetual contracts, the inverse, and they rely on having USDT as collateral. So that's really easy to set up. Once this page finishes loading here, we'll see our assets and our equity, which should be 0 by default. We can click this little I button and it should unhide all of the balances. Now when you're using a VPN or Windscribe, you may notice that your internet speed is going to be a little slower. This is because all of your traffic is being encrypted in real time and then tunneled through the server, in our case in Toronto, and then tunneled back to us. So it takes a little bit of time for that process to occur. So you may notice that your internet speed is going to be just a little bit slower than usual when you have the VPN going. Great, we see that our page is finished loading. We can see that our total equity is 0 Bitcoins and $0. We want to change that, so we're going to click this orange deposit button. And it should bring open a new window. And in our case, like I said, we want to deposit USD Tether. So this coins drop-down box here will allow us to select USDT. Click on that. Now the chain type, we're going to use ERC20. If you're going to use something different, choose accordingly. But by default, the majority of the time when you're trading Tether, it's going to be on the Ethereum blockchain, which is ERC20. Okay? So you see this message down here. It says deposits will be performed directly to the spot account. We're going to acknowledge that message, but we're going to change that because we need to fund our derivatives account instead of our spot account. So there's this message down at the bottom that says deposits auto-channeled to spot account. If you click on that, that's actually a drop-down, and then select derivatives account. And you should see that it changes, and at the top you'll see this message saying deposits will be auto-channeled to contracts account. Perfect. So you want to make sure that everything on your screen is exactly the same as mine except for the wallet address. You want to see deposit, coin, USDT, chain type, ERC20 selected. You have your own wallet address, it'll be different. And then you'll see deposits auto-channeled to, and you want to make sure that says derivatives account. Okay? If all of that is correct, what you're going to do is you're going to open up your phone and you're going to open up Coinbase or Crypto.com or your Exodus wallet, whatever you're using, and you're going to take USD Tether and you're going to send it to this wallet address. You can do that really simply with the QR code in your camera, or if you want, you can go ahead and copy this and you can email it to yourself, whatever's easier for you. But once the coins have been sent and it's been confirmed, you want to refresh this page and you'll see that your total equity now has money in it. You'll have you may have to click on derivatives account. So click on derivatives account on the left hand side here, and then you should see USD Tether and it should have a balance. Once your derivatives account has USD Tether in it, you're ready to proceed. Okay? So what we're going to do next is we're going to go to our profile here and we're going to click on the account and security from the menu. Now, in order for us to proceed, we need to enable two-factor authentication with Google Authenticator. It's really simple. As you can see right now, under two-factor authentication, you see Google two-factor has not been set. It has this orange icon. So we're going to go over to the right side of that row and click on the settings button. Okay? Now it says, please enter email code. What it wants us to do is it wants to send another 5-digit verification code to our email to verify that it's us for our security. So click on the orange send verification code text. Now it wants us to prove that we're human again. No problem. Okay, so go ahead and head back over to your email and see if Bybit sent us a new email. Email authentication, I believe that's the one. 836, yeah, that's the newest one. So either remember that 5-digit code or copy it. Head back over to Bybit and either paste that in or type it in, and then click the orange confirm button. If that was successful, you should see a new window that says set up Google two-factor authentication. That means you're ready to proceed. So what we're going to do next is we're going to open up our cell phone and we're going to go to the App Store, and we need to download an app called Google Authenticator. You can use another app called 2FAS if you like, but Google Authenticator works just fine. So once Google Authenticator has been downloaded, you want to open up the app on your phone. Open up the Authenticator app, and in the bottom right-hand corner, you should see a plus button. Tap the plus button, and you should have two options, okay? The first option is scan a QR code. You're going to want to tap scan a QR code. Now that's going to open up your camera. Scan the QR code that's on your computer screen. If that was successful, now on your phone you should see a 6-digit number and a countdown timer on the right side of it. And the 6-digit number above it should say Bybit and your email address. If you see that, then you set up Google Authenticator two-factor authentication correctly. What you need to do next is scroll down on your computer and you'll see a place that says please enter Google 2FA code. What you're going to do is you're going to look at your phone and you're going to see that 6-digit number. You're going to want to type that number in here and click confirm before the timer runs out. So in my instance, this is my 6-digit code. Try to type it in before the timer runs out and click confirm. Great, we got a confirmation message that says Google 2FA has been set. And if you look under two-factor authentication here, you see Google two-factor, it now has a green check mark. That means it's been set up. We're ready to proceed. So now our account is secure. Whenever we need to log into Bybit, we're going to have to open up our phone and get the Google Authenticator app, and it's going to want us to type in that 6-digit number. So that Google Authenticator app does not link to your Google account. So it only links to your specific phone. So if you want to log into Bybit, you're going to need to have physical access to your phone. Okay? So now we're ready to proceed. So you're going to click on the next link in the description section. That's going to be Wonderbit. Now we're going to need to sign up for Wonderbit here. I'm going to go back to my email address and and copy what my email address is. Copy that to my clipboard. My name is going to be example on Wonderbit. Paste in my email address. Give a strong password. Certify that you're 18 years old and agree to the terms, and then click on the register button. Great. Save our password, and we should have a message that says check your email, and click the verification link. Great. So we'll head back over to our email. Scroll down and see if Wonderbit sent us an email. They did. So let's open that new email that they sent us and scroll down. Please verify your email address by clicking on the following link. This link. Oh. I'm going to control click on that so it opens in a new window. That way I can keep my email open. Wonderful. So we can go ahead and log in with our saved password. And close out of that. Great. So now what we want to do is we want to link our Bybit account to our Wonderbit account. And we do that by setting up what's called API keys. So we can close out of this menu, close out of that menu. You see this My Exchange box here? There's a button inside that box that says Connect and Exchange. Click on the Connect and Exchange button. Should open up a new window that says Create Trader Account. Under the Exchange drop-down menu, we're going to select Bybit. We're going to name our account Main. You can name your account whatever you want, but in this example, we're choosing Main. So now we need to go to Bybit and create an API key and a secret key. And we need to paste those in here. So let's head back over to Bybit. And we need to hover over the profile icon to give us the menu. And then there should be an API menu selection. We're going to click on API. This is going to bring us our API Management Center on Bybit. Understood. So we're going to click on the button that says Create New Key. Okay, under API key usage, you're going to want to make sure the radio button API transaction is selected. In the name, let's put Wonderbit. You can name it whatever you want, but for quickly identifying which API key this is, we're going to name it Wonderbit so we know who's accessing our account. API key permissions, check all that apply. We're going to make sure that read-write is selected, and the only two we're going to select is the type of contract and permissions of orders and positions. Okay? Since we're only trading futures contracts, we only need to see the orders and the positions and modify those. We don't need anything else. We don't want to select account transfer or withdrawal, none of that. For our security purposes, we don't want to select any of those permissions because they're not required. Okay? IP access to API keys. So we're going to have to select all IPs. And it gives us this red warning here that says keys without an IP address expire after 3 months. Now this is a security feature that they have on Bybit. It makes things a little difficult for us in the future. So every 3 months we're going to have to go through here and create a new API key. But for right now, this will work for the next 90 days. So you're going to want to verify that everything on your screen looks exactly like mine. We have API transaction, Wonderbit, read-write, contract orders, and positions. And then IP access to API keys is all IPs. If all of that is selected, you're going to want to scroll back up, and in the top right corner of your screen, you're going to see a submit button that's orange. Click on that orange submit button. Okay? So now you're going to get Google two-factor authentication code window. What you're going to do next is open your phone and open the Google Authenticator app. Now you're going to want to grab that 6-digit code and type it in before the timer runs out. Click confirm before the timer runs out. Key successfully added. Great. If you did everything correctly, you should have a new screen that looks like this. What you're going to want to do now is we're going to copy this API key that they gave us. You can click this button right here and it'll copy it to your clipboard. Head back over to Bybit or Wonderbit. So we're over here back on Wonderbit now, and we're going to paste that key into the API field. Once that's pasted, we're going to head back over to Bybit, and we're going to copy the API secret by clicking the button on API secret. Head back over to Wonderbit, and we're going to paste in our secret. Don't worry, I'm going to be deleting these accounts right after this video, so these keys won't exist anymore. So if you want, go ahead and select favorite and then add. And that'll add our API keys, so Wonderbit can now talk to Bybit and trade on our behalf. If we were successful, you should be able to scroll down now and you'll see your new active account. It'll have the name, the exchange, and you should not have this error here. It should say what your balance is in USDT. It'll say like $1,000 or $10,000 or whatever you have in your Bybit account. It should say that. But if you see error, account has no assets here, you linked your accounts correctly and Wonderbit is talking to Bybit, but you did not fund your Bybit account. So if you have this error here, you need to go back to Bybit and you need to fund your Bybit derivatives account with USD Tether. If you don't have this error here and it shows your account balance, you're ready to proceed. You set up everything correctly. So what we're going to do next is we're going to click on the next link in the description section, and that is going to be our public trader profile on Wonderbit for Mountaineer Trading Group. Here you'll be able to follow every single trade that we take on our Bybit account. So once this page loads here, you'll see trader name of MTG and the profile Bybit, price free. It's free to follow us on here. And then what you're going to want to do is you should have this button that's blue that says follow. Go ahead and click that button. It should bring you a new window up. And it asks you a question. Please select one of the accounts that you would like to connect to Trader. Since we named ours main, we can select main. If you named your account something different, it should show up with that name here. Details, the price is free and the period is 30 days. What we're going to do is we're going to select all actions in Trader settings. What this is going to do is it's going to copy every action that I do on my Bybit account. If I buy a coin, you're going to buy a coin. If I move my stop loss, you're going to move your stop loss. If I'm going to take profit, you're going to take profit. Okay? That's all actions. The second setting for set copy trading volume for Trader settings, what that does is whenever I risk a certain percentage of my account, you will risk the same percentage on your account, no matter what account size you have. So if I have, let's say, $10,000 in my account and I'm risking $100 on this trade, and you have $1,000 in your account, and you will only be risking $10 on that trade. So everything scales up accordingly. So you won't be risking too much on your account. Everything will be scaled perfectly in ratios depending on how big your account is. So basically we're going to select your account name, which is main, all actions, and Trader settings. Once all of that is selected, click the blue confirm button. Now if that was successful, that follow button should turn to unfollow. Okay? And then what we're going to do is on the left hand side of your screen, you have this menu over here. Go ahead and click on Marketplace, and then under that, Copy Trading. Click on Copy Trading. It should bring you to the page where it shows you who's you're following. And you should see, if that was successful, that you are now following Bybit MTG. And it should say following all actions, portfolio settings, traders, payment state free, and following status should say active. If following status is active, then you have set up everything correctly. And your Bybit account is set up, your Wonderbit account is set up. Everything, those two accounts are now talking to each other, so Wonderbit can trade on behalf of your Bybit account. And now you are following MTG on Wonderbit too. So whenever we get in or out of the market, you're getting in and out of the market too. So now you're going to start taking full advantage of all of our profit each and every day. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop those in the comment section. We're looking forward to hearing your responses. And if you're not already in the Discord server, there'll be a link to the Discord server below. Go ahead and follow us if you're not following us, and like the video. We'll see you in the next one.